Welcome to the review of the book Think Like a Monk by Shetty. Think Like a Monk by Shetty is a self help book mainly revolving around his idea of thinking like a monk when he lived with the monks for a few years and how his life completely changed for the better. This will be a summary of the summary of the book, which means that all the concepts will be explained in detail, and at some parts you might want to pause the video, read it for yourself to understand it even better. But after you watch this whole video with complete present mind, you won't even have to read the book. And on the topic of being present, we can see one of the quotes of the book right there. Being present is the only way to live a truly rich and full life. We will delve deeper into this concept in the upcoming topics. This book is filled with diversified topic and it basically covers all the aspects of life. Identity, negativity, fear, intention, purpose, routine, the mind, ego, gratitude, relationships, service, and many more. The first topic is identity. And in this chapter, Shetty touches on the real identity of the self. And he also says that we don't even know what we are generally in this world because of all the distractions. He points out that we are not who we think we are what we think other people think we are. So he's basically saying that we are not what we think that we are, but we are what we think that other people would think that we are. So basically, thinking that other people will think that you are confident makes you more confident, and that, he says, is kind of a hack to this world. He also says that our reflection in the mirror, or ourselves when we look at us in the mirror, is covered with the opinions and feelings of other people, just like the dust in the mirror shown outside. The second topic of the video is negativity. The world is negative. Media is negative. The mind searches for the negative. Negativity is everywhere. Keeping this in mind, in this section of the book, Shetty touches on how we can handle all these negativity. For that, he suggests the simple method of spot. Find the negativity. The first step is to spot the negativity and find the root of the negativity. So first of all, you need to spot the negativity, stop, find the root of the negativity, then you need to swap it with something positive. So this 3S method is generally what Shetty says is something we can use to change the negativity of our life towards positivity. The next topic of the book is fear. And in this chapter we find out that fear has two sides, the one we are scared of and the one that we actually ignore most of the times. The one that we are scared of is the one which we focus on and we forget the knowledge that we can get from it. So we are basically just scared and we don't do the action and we just sit there and we waste the knowledge that we could have gained from that fear. The one that we ignore actually holds some knowledge, value, which we can find by searching for the root of the fear and learning from it. So in this, basically the main concept of the fear chapter is that fear is actually good for you in the sense that it is a protection unit of the body which wants to protect you from anything that looks dangerous. So instead of looking at fear as a negative thing and stopping us from doing things, we should look at it with a positive eye in which it is protecting us. But we should also know that fear generally protects us from things, and sometimes it protects us from good things even, and we should know when to use that fear for the positive and when to use it for the negative. The next topic of the video is intention, or the next topic of the book is intention. Everything we do should be done with complete intention. And even in the topic of finding the root of your fear, which we just discussed, you will never find the root of your fear if you don't try it with full intention. That is basically the main point of this chapter, that you should do everything with complete intention. The next chapter of the book is purpose. In Sanskrit, purpose word means dharma. In this book, dharma has been given a simple formula: passion plus expertise plus usefulness equals to dharma. So when you are passionate about something and you are good at that thing, and that thing is actually useful to you and the society, and Shetty says that it is called dharma. So dharma is basically doing what you want to do in a proper way to help other people. And that's a very important line. It's basically the definition of dharma according to this book. Doing what you want to do in a proper way to help other people. You should either bring your dharma to work or work on your dharma. So basically, either bring passion, expertise, and the third point, usefulness, to your work, or take your work to dharma. The main purpose of dharma is to help others, mainly in finding their own dharmas. So you should either bring your dharma to work or work on your dharma to help other people find their dharmas. Another aspect or another topic of the book is routine. Another thing important for being like a monk is routine. This book explains the concept that we have only a certain amount of capacity of making decisions every day. This is a concept thrown around in many different places by many different people, that the brain has only a certain amount of energy and we should not use it on making smaller decisions every day. So Shetty suggests that we should limit the amount of everyday decisions that we make, such as basically our night dress, morning dress, what we eat, and other simple decisions, so that we can use the capacity of the mind for better decisions in a better way. Because, and this is a very important line again, time has memory and location has energy. Basically meaning that when you do a task, do it with your full focus, as we explained in the last chapter, intention. Do it with your full focus at a certain time every day, because time has memory, and at a certain location every day, because location has the energy. The mind and the ego. The mind has two sections, the monkey mind and the monk mind. The monkey mind makes emotional and irrational decisions, where the monk mind makes the patient, rational, and logical decisions. The way to make your mind healthy is simply to talk to yourself positively. That is, loving yourself and accepting yourself, whilst trying to improve yourself as well. The ego is very related to the mind, very similar, but it is the part which should never go out of balance, it should never go out of control. Ego makes you think that you are the best, that your opinions are always correct. And the simple formula to control your ego when it's going high is to think about moments when other people helped you and when you did bad to other people. This can ground you to reality and make you more in the present moment, make you be more in the present moment, and control your ego, or at least help a bit. And if you do the opposite of this, you will obviously build a very massive ego. We are at the final section of the book, which is about service. It's about giving to the others, and it's about giving to the others without really expecting to get anything in return, really. The first topic in this section is gratitude, and the mother of all values has been given to as gratitude, as believed by Shetty, and basically the truth, as said that it gives birth to confidence, kindness, and all other virtues. Relationships are just as important, or just similarly just as important, or even more important in some aspects, but they are all in similar level. Relationships are a very important part of human life either way. This chapter highlights the importance of trust in a relationship. It also talks about the circle of love, which says that all the love that we give to the world comes back to us, revolving more around the topic, or more around the concept that the earth is round. Service talks about the combination of both relationships and gratitude. And in this chapter, the main thing about this chapter, the main quote of this chapter is, we don't have to give. That means that we don't have to have anything to give. We don't have to be rich to give. We don't have to be wealthy to give. We don't have to have things to give. We can just give love. We can just give others joy by helping them with certain tasks. We can give them little things, and it can make bigger impacts to their lives than we can even think. Basically, the main quote of the book is service is the highest purpose in our life. So after saying this, I would like to thank you all for listening and watching, and if you want more similar content, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support content such as this, if you want to give me more motivation, then obviously hit that like button, comment down below your opinion about the book. If you have read it, say what you want to say about it, and maybe criticize the video a bit. Thank you for watching.